Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode in the single player world, episode number 50. So Wilto Day, my face all messed up. Wilto Day is episode 50 and we're gonna do a shaders tour today. If you want to know what shader we're using silver shaders, and I'm on the medium version. I think high was a little bit too much, light was a little bit not enough. So just slept, sun's not up yet, so it's not super bright here, but yeah, I started this world about 5 months ago, if you're new. Just under 5 months ago, which is crazy to think about. In Update Aquatic Snapshots is when I started this world, and there was nothing really at spawn for the longest time. So I come back, and I added this stuff, just so it was something here for if you download the world, you get to at least have something here. And there's a path with arrows taking you somewhere, so there's a download in the description, hopefully. I don't know if I said that. But you just follow this path, so they're just pop-up houses. They don't go anywhere. There's nothing in them or anything. Just, like I said, pop up. And there's a chest over at the start too with all my stuff. Is going to be in it. Hopefully I haven't forgot to put something in there. But you follow this path, and eventually it'll take you out of the jungle. Keep following the arrows, and you should eventually come across an ender chest. No, a nether pole. You got a little bridge here as well. And there's the nether pole. So I'm gonna go inside here. So this is a copy of the world. I've got 3 copies of the world currently on my PC. I've got the main one. I've got this one, which we're gonna switch in between creative later on, so I can show you a few things. So you don't have to worry. Our world's not going into creative. And I've also got another copy for you, which is the world download, which also has never touched creative. So you go down here. Last time I was in here, I don't think we had this path, this boat path. So if you get some wood, I forgot to put a boat in there. That's one thing. You need a boat to go down here. This wasn't here last time. And you eventually get to this room here. We don't really have a nether hub. We just have this little box with a bunch of signs. These are the 4 different areas. So we have a spawn, we have the end, we have Kelp Cove, and we have Ocean Base. So let's go Kelp Cove first. This is the place we first made. Alright, just come out of the not fun place, and we're at Kelp Cove. Whoops. So someone asked me in the comments to make a how to download your world episode tutorial thing. If you don't know how to do it, really briefly, I'm gonna say all you have to do is download and move the file into your saves file in the Minecraft app data files. Okay? I think that's it. And then you load up Minecraft and it should be there. Anyway, come on the nether pole. We got this little island I've decorated. There's Pillow, is my pet turtle. If I can never release him because he'll go really far away. He's not from here, so I can't let him out. But that's Pillow. He's named and everything. You jump over these lily pads, and we're at Kelp Cove. So the idea of this town is it's a kelp mining town. Kelp farming. Kelp farming town, and it's not finished yet. I think just the tree's not finished. I want to make this come down like a bit smoother, and at the bottom go out more. We'll get to it eventually. But yeah, you got these really basic houses. So when I started this world, it was 1.13 snapshots or pre-releases. So we had these blocks. Wanted to use them because they were new. So I just done a really rough looking wooden house. Everything here is basic. We got a little camp thing here. This is an enchanting table room. You can see in there. I actually got 2 inside the tree as well as an enchanting table. So you keep going down here. Like I said, everything is basic. So right next to us, we got these villages sounds going on. We've got an iron farm right there. The way you get into it, we go over here. There's a trapdoor. I haven't checked it in a while. But I haven't been over here in a while, actually, so there might not be much in there. Go down here, and this is where we can collect the stuff. Not a ton of stuff. Also got an AFK fish farm there. Don't really AFK too much anymore. Except when I need prismarine. That's there. I haven't used it in a long time. We're not really working around here at the moment, so I'm not got the iron farm working all the time. Let's go up here then. So this is my micro crop farm inside this house. It's just you know what they are. You've seen one, you've seen them all. Micro crop farm. We've got a wheat field here, which I never cut. It's for decoration mainly. You might have seen it in the intro. But I like it. It's nice and simple. All of it is nice and simple, I think. So inside there, I don't know if should we go in there? Yeah, let's run in there. So I've got a path going all the way up to the top, just a staircase. Actually checked out the world myself in shaders before I toured it, taking tons of screenshots. So go up here, oops, go up here, and eventually you'll make it to the top where there's an enchanting table room. This can't really be used. Do I have anything not enchanted? I don't think I do. Anyway, that doesn't get to 30, I don't think. I just did this for decoration, so we had something in here, an enchanted looking tree thing, which isn't done. Anyway, let's go back down. Honestly, this tree is probably the only thing I wouldn't call done over here. I think I finished everything else over in this place. I can't think of anything else that I want to do. I got some kelp blocks bundled up around the place. I actually do have a kelp farm here too, just so it made sense. We got one kelp farm. Go down here, I'll show you in a sec. This is my storage room. I actually think I want to have a manual storage room back. Because I've got an automatic one at the minute, and I never use it because it's annoying. Still a bunch of stuff over here that we probably should take back. So yeah, this is my storage for the longest time. Got a bunch of stuff in there. Haven't used an end chest in a while too. Oh, there's a heart of the sea up there. I should probably come back and grab that. Because we got the iron farm right there. I didn't use doors. I had to use these. I didn't want it to mess up at all. Go over here. We got this little... I don't know what this is supposed to be. Like the... I don't know. I just did it for it looked pretty cool. This was my first house I made. Just had one so I could sleep. I got a bed here. Got some shelves. I stored wood in this for a while. Again, these for doors and windows and stuff. It turned out pretty nicely. We got a barrel here, which actually is used as well. There's a chest there. I don't know if there's anything in it. Yeah, there is actually. So it's supposed to be like dried kelp. Kelp drying in there in the sun. It's getting nighttime. I'm going to have to sleep. So we put kelp in here. This one we put kelp in there. There's no fuel. Put fuel back here. And the kelp just runs into the barrel. Was a pretty cool thing. I'm going to have to go ahead and sleep really quick. There we are. It's actually pretty lit up here too, so I don't have to sleep. But we're going to go ahead and do that. So there's that. That's all of the houses here, I think. Oh no, there's one more thing I didn't show you over there. I'll go show you in a sec. It's nothing too important. But this is like the entrance over this way to it. We got signs saying welcome to Kelp Cove. So this place doesn't really have any more towns around this area. There's no like rivals in the lore or anything with it. It's just this place. It's kind of on its own. I've got a well. This originally was going to be my travel around the world, which was really, really stupid. I started to dig down, and I was going to do tunnels in the overworld. I didn't think about the Nether. Because I've never done tunnels in the Nether, because if you didn't know, I'm from console. So you had to reset the Nether a lot back then. So, never built anything in those. So this is my kelp farm. It's just some pistons. They push some kelp up, and this is supposed to be like a net. It might lag. Yep. It lags without shaders. So we get an explosion of kelp. And then we can go pick that up, and it'll start growing again. We're not going to pick it up right now. We've got this wall around here, which is probably my favorite thing about Kelp Cove. Because we've got the iceberg over there. If there's winds flowing from that way, we've got this windbreaker. Right, where this is... Hopefully it'll stop some winds, make it a little bit less cold back there. I think it's a pretty cool idea. There's something down here too. I don't know if we're going to be able to see it, but my mine is actually in the water. Yeah, it's not very lit up down here. But there is a conduit right there, and there is a lot of rubble and stuff that I built. Looks a lot better without shaders, I think. Let's see if I can find the cave. There it is. So we got a tunnel. Go down. Looks horrible in shaders. Go up here. And then we're in our cave. Got a little water stream thing. I really like the way that turned out. Got a minecart we have. Push this, and it'll take us through this cave system that I made. And we'll eventually end up in our Insta-mine. I keep calling him Insta-mine. I think it's called something else. Speed mining, I think. I was strip mining here before we got a beacon, and then we started tearing out inside here. I found some slime chunks. Never ended up doing anything with them, but that's that. Let's go back up. So there's bound to be things I'm going to forget about. Almost forgot about this. It's pretty hidden. We've got a turtle farm right by the entrance. Go down here. I don't know if there's any turtles or anything down here. Nope, there's nothing. But we needed scoots, I think is how you say it, for turtle helmets. I haven't made one in a while, actually. We got a bunch of turtle eggs. Basically, we put down a turtle egg. Let's grab them. We put down a turtle egg. You AFK here for a little bit. They'll hatch. There's a minecart going back and forth. which will drop them off into a automatic dispensing system, which will drop off the scoots right there when the babies grow up. So that's nice and simple thing. I might forget about something. Hopefully I don't. I'm gonna try and get to everything. So there's something back here as well. I actually found a skeleton spawner in a cave over here, and I just did like a little mine entrance thing. Start to see it here. There it is. Nothing too special. I actually don't like the way it turned out. It's pretty blocky here, right? I could have done that a little bit smoother. We might come back and play around with it. So it's this and the tree that's not done so far. We're going here. I don't know if I'll go down. It's just I've decorated it a little bit. It's a skeleton farm. Nothing much to it. And then that's it for Kelp Cove. If I try and take off here, over this way we've got a ice mining camp. So something pretty cool with this as well. I'll show you in a sec. Adds into our base land here. So I think this should be Kelp Cove mining ice. And someone said in the comments this would make sense if they would transport in ice somewhere else, because they don't think Kelp Cove would have needed it. So that's what I think we're gonna do. So we'll probably have to make another town somewhere that needs ice. Maybe in the desert. Does that make sense? I doubt it. We've got this ice mining camp anyway. And if you go down here, we've got this anchor. So if you've seen in the intro, my base, the big ice water thing, that anchors. And we've got an anchor right here. And the way this ties in is they were over here, the people of our base that works over there. Just the lore, okay. And they needed tridents and gold, so they started to farm drowns in this area. Drowns spawn really, really well in iceberg biomes, if you didn't know. If there's a ruin, because there's dark areas under here, and I think they spawn better in dark areas. That's what I've noticed anyway. And there's a ruin right below us, so they spawn like crazy. You can see there's some in there. And it's like a mini replica of our base. It's got a circle. It's got anchors placed up here. Not so magical because it's not floating in the sky. But yeah, the drown's there. We drop in that water. Let's turn it on, actually. It's lagging a little bit for you. It's the particles. So right now, they just freak out a little bit. We sit here. There's no water. Eventually, water will spawn. Will come from this dispenser. They'll stop. They'll go after me. And they'll fall down there. If they go like that, and when the water goes, they will fall down. And then we can go down here, and we can kill them for their tridents. Works pretty good. Been using them for gold mostly. Haven't needed any more tridents, but there's that. So yeah, like I said, that's it for this place. There's nothing else over at Kelp Cove. There is something that way. If you want to go to it, you go to the ice mining camp and keep going straight. We've got a ink farm. I'll run over there. There's no path to it or anything. That's why I had to explain where it is. You'll start to see like water missing from rivers. That's when you know you're in the right place. So let's go that way. I'll briefly show you. Here it is. Water missing from rivers, like I said. I never actually finished this either. I plan to decorate it, but there's bits of water here. And pretty much squid spawn, fall down, land on the hoppers. Obviously die. If not a fall damage, then they suffocate. And the hoppers all drag it into a chest system. Works really, really well. Haven't got a proper storage thing. It's just a bunch of chests in a hole right now. Works great. Been over here tons of times using this. I love it. I was originally going to do it a lot bigger, you can see. But we didn't really need to do it any bigger. This works pretty nicely. Oh, also, I didn't finish with this place. So the people of my base were needed gold and tridents. Why didn't they see Kelp Cove? Well, this was here long before Kelp Cove was here, is the idea. So this place is abandoned. They're no longer here. That's why that piece of anchor, the anchor over there, is no longer, like, here. I think it'd be around about here, right? It's fallen over there, and it's just been left there. And the ice mining camp people are kind of trying to figure it out. Also, there's a conduit down there. Totally forgot that was there. Probably need to go take that. Okay, we are back in our makeshift, not really Nether hub thing. So, come from Kelp Cove. Obviously, not going to spend too much time in here. I'll run out here in a sec. But we've got the end. All that's in there is a Enderman farm. I might go over there and show you that later on. But we spent 25 episodes working on Kelp Cove. And then the next 25 episodes, I've been relentlessly working on the ocean base, which is being named Project Cryo, which I think might need a new name. So we're gonna go down here, go to our base. So for a little while, at least on camera, I think we're done with this place. I've mentioned it a few times. We're gonna start working on something else, and I'll work on this base in between episodes. We'll come back eventually and do a little bit more. We're gonna switch into creative in just a sec to fly around it, because it's a little bit annoying to show you if we're not on creative. And like I said, this is a test world, so you come out of the nether portal. This is gonna have to move soon, I think, because we're gonna have to bring down the base. But you come out and you're inside a boat. This was a sunken ship that I repaired the inside of. Can't see it very well, but there's a ruined sail there. Someone came up with the name The Void. I asked a bunch of people to pick names, and I like The Void a lot better. So you go in here. Now the nether thing's gonna happen, isn't it? The sound. And we got our storage room. This was supposed to be. So I had shulker boxes inside here. I didn't really use this place, to be honest, very much. Got plant pot. Then we got AFK fish farm. Use this a little bit. Is there anything in it? There is. Oh, there's a feather fall in 4. So there's our AFK fish farm. Down here we've got our cooking place, which I don't think I used once. And does it even work? I don't think you can. Oh, you can open them. Okay, so it does work. Yeah, I didn't use this once. Is there fuel? Oh, actually, I must have. I must have used it once. Didn't really use it very much. So this was like our temporary little starter base for over here. I made this when we first moved over. So we're gonna go now and switch over to creative really quick. Like I said, copy the world. And this is our main base currently. This is the one with all the farms got stuck. All the farms, everything we need. Storage isn't here, but it's close. So yeah, this is why I wanted to be in creative, because it's a little bit annoying to show you everything in survival. But I want to quickly say, okay, this isn't Mumbo Jumbo inspired. Okay, just because it's built out of Prismarine in an ocean does not mean it's Mumbo Jumbo inspired. I do say when something is inspired by someone. There's a few things that are inspired by EFO, 1 or 2 things. And that there is Scar inspired. He's got his massive volcano. I did a small little ice volcano to match the base. So I do say when it's inspired, and this definitely is not Mumbo Jumbo inspired. I have seen his season 5 base, and the plan for this place wasn't this originally. I was going to have a guardian farm right there, and then have like a ruined town inside this center circle, because I didn't plan on doing all of this around here at first. That kind of just came when I started to get bored of the base, and so it's not inspired by him, okay? And the lore of this place is the anti-pirates. You can't see it, just our render distance, but there's a village over there which isn't done. I did that really recently, last episode, and they were getting pretty fed up of the pirates around the place, I guess, is the idea. And they wanted to start Project Cryo, which was trying to make the seas too harsh for the pirates to want to come here and raid everything. Okay, so they started to make these cryo generators, which are really cold. So these people are really advanced compared to the pirates. These things generate a lot of cold. The idea is these darker patches here are where the cold come from, and that keeps all of the ice spikes cold, which is packed ice, which obviously doesn't melt in Minecraft, and that's the idea with it. They don't melt. So they're gonna start dropping them in the water here. There's some around there too. And yeah, that's the idea. So the ships can't get here, and there's a sunken ship, the Void, which we came out of, so it kind of works. That's the plan with that place. So yeah, that's what this is. And the anchors are kind of supposed to be a magical thing where they just appeared here with resources for the place. So it's like they got helped out for helping themselves, right? And the Project Cryo's symbol is the anchors. If I fly down here, I've spent too much time in one place. Let's land right here. There's anchors there for the base logo. There's anchors there that's come down mysteriously from the place. So you can see there's a guardian farm. I did copy Iskal here. I've seen this on Iskal's channel. He did the fog effect thing. Doesn't work very good in shaders. But there's supposed to be fog going down. And the way we get to our guardian farm, obviously we've got this in the cryo generator there, the guardians. And whoops, The plan is that these people are using the shards to power the cryo generators, so they had to kill the guardians to get the shards to be able to power everything. So we go down here. This is where they die. It looks really bright down here. Wow. This is where they die. Wow, they're glowing so much. This is where they die. I added this. I didn't show you, but you stand in here. You can make it so they switch stack speed. Water comes in. That we can kill them. I didn't show you this, but we stand here and we're locked in. And we can kill them nice and easy here without getting knocked around by the thorns. It's lagging a little bit here. We go down here then. Here's our storage for them. Tons of storage. Need so much of this stuff. Need a little bit of this stuff too. And we've got fish to feed like millions. There's water in between these. Can't see it because of the shaders. And then back here we've got our little snow farm, which we need. This is Ilmango and Exuma inspired. Oh, no, I just copied them. I think Ilmango came up with it, but then I seen it on Exuma's channel and I wasn't sure. So, yeah, basically you get the snow, falls into these hopper mine carts, and goes down into these chests. Also got a chest with spare stuff to make some shovels and some snow golems in case I need to. Got a chest to dump off all my stuff, so it's a little bit easier to make the snow. And there's this place done. I like this all rough. We left it kind of cavey. I like that. I like that the ladders aren't perfect. I actually really like this place. That there as well is the banner for the place. We have the symbol with the anchors, but you can see there's like a pirate on one of our ice spikes. And there's our anchors coming down. That's how that's supposed to be. I really like the way this place turned out. Oh yeah, if we go down here too. Back into the water. This is where I mine. Go down here. Go all the way down that tunnel. There is a beacon where we... hi. Oh, we're not in survival. There is a beacon where we can insta-mine all the stone and stuff that we need. There is so much over here that I need to show you. The episode is getting around about average time now, so it's going to go... like a pretty long episode, I think. But you go over this side, and there is a map of the base. So let me quickly... no, actually, we're not going to show you what everything is on the map. Looks a little bit funny in shaders, too. Not going to show you what everything is there. I'll run through everything. So we've got sheep farms. We've got colors on top of them. So we fly around the base. That's the idea with the people that work here, too. Obviously, the workers are over here. They've got elytras on. Right? So we've got an elytra on. They'd be flying around here like crazy. And they'd want to see maybe what color they need from the air. So if they need orange, there's orange. There's magenta or purple, whatever it is. This is really nice for us as well. We get a nice indication of what one is which from high up. We don't have to look at the sheep themselves. So we've got 2 of each sheep in all of those. And then inside these, here, these 4 are iron farms. I got 4 basic iron farms. And they die inside there. There's, I think, 6 villages per iron farm. They die. Iron goes down this water stream into a chest down there. Basic ones, not stacking villager ones or anything. And I recently emptied that out too, so it's not gonna be too much iron. Let's have a look. Oh, there's actually a lot. Wow. Okay, I need to empty that out again. So there's that. So we got Guardian Farm, Iron Farm, Sheep Farms. And then all of these anchors have farms. I'm just trying to think if there's anything else in the center part. I think that's it. We do have a conduit down there in a prismarine tree. Yeah, I think that's it for this place. Oh yeah, we got beacons. I got these little things where they've thrown like batteries into the power beam and they've started to float. And that's how they're charging battery things. That's how that is. I don't think I actually explained that. Anyway, then we go to these things. So this is like a cryptic one. It's got codes on it. This is someone's numbers they picked in a poll. A subscriber, I picked a bunch of people in my, a few people in my Discord, I asked to pick numbers, and they picked numbers, then we did a poll, and this one won. It was really, really random. So 333, and then 335 is actually the dimensions of the base. So it's 335 blocks one way, 335 blocks the other way. And so I thought that was pretty cool to go on there. And we've got some ice spikes on top, and this is actually a sugarcane farm. Land on it. It is automatic. I think it's actually off at the minute. We go down here, and we got EFO hopper clock, which activates pretty much everything in the world. We have an EFO hopper clock everywhere, so we flick this. Items start to flow through here. Eventually, it'll activate pistons, which will knock off all of the sugarcane into these hoppers. You've probably seen this sort of design before. And then we've got sugarcane. Actually, I haven't used this too much. I don't think we've got to the second chest yet. So we need to... We don't really need to use it too much, to be honest. And then we got a kelp farm. I keep calling it kelp sea pickle farm. So you break this. Oh, we're in creative. I forgot. But you put kelp there. This is a exhumer design. Seen on the tutorial. I did try and build one myself, but it turned out horrible. I got some windows then, so you can get a small view of the base. So that's it for this anchor. So we have 4 of these anchors. You can probably tell what this is. This is a mob grinder. I think it's Nembom or Ilmango's design. I can never remember. It's one of those two all the time with redstone, right? Basically, a hopper clock up there again. EFO pushes off water, pushes off the mobs, pushes them down here. They die. Anything survives, then they burn in the magma, and then there's a impulse sorter, which will sort out all of the drops for us, and then is attached to the anchor. We've got these nice chains on all of them, which is connected to this hook. I love it. All of them have it. That one there is not decorated. We're going to go to that next. That is our crop farms, auto crop farms. I don't know if we're going to go in it. Should we go in it? I think we'll go in it. On top of it, there's a pumpkin and melon farm. Get a crazy amount of melons. It's ridiculous. I think there's an easier way to do this. Someone told me in the comments, but I built this myself anyway. Hopper minecart's picking it all up, and we're not going to turn it on for now. We've got a coral farm, which is Ilmango designs, which works awesome. We go inside here then, and I actually haven't tidied up in here. I was just going to do something here, but there's a bunch of Silent Whisperer crop farms. I tried to build one of these again. Extremely frustrating. So I ended up quitting, and then Silent Whisperer said he had a pretty good one. So I copied that. It works great. Thank you to him. Can I get out? Thank you. We're going to leave that for a minute. Let's keep going down. Storage is around about here. No. Here. Yeah, we got storage. Just a bunch of storage. Again, this a little bit weird to show you in shaders because of all the blur and stuff of this. But we can, store a bunch of potatoes and everything in here. And we break through the floor, and there's a cactus farm, which is probably filled up. Just your bog standard cactus farm, yeah. All filled up. Cactus get broken. Goes into this chest. More than we're ever going to need. And that is definitely not done. That is the ugliest anchor we have. It's not done. I think I want to like bring out something in these center parts to make it look a bit more impressive. And then over here, our final anchor is our villager breeder. For some reason, I thought villagers had hair. And so I give him some Homer Simpson hair. Right? And then we've just prismarine with a imprinted villager face. It's a nice and simple villager breeder. Works great. Made this myself. Got some villagers in here. We feed them. Then the babies, they fall off into water. And then they end up getting held here. Can't see it very well in the shaders. They get held there. And then they get dropped out when they're adults right here. Works pretty nicely. Recently killed like all of these except the farmers and librarians. And that's pretty much it. And then the day I started this was on the 3rd day of the month. So I put a free. Lots of frees. And there's the detector villager up there, who has got doors to detect for the villagers. So that is pretty much it for the base. There is a lot going on. Oh, there's also that, which I said is Scar inspired. I just felt like trying to get better at terraforming and building after I seen Scar do his giant volcano. I got really, really inspired, so I wanted to do an ice one to match the base. So after we started doing all of this, I want to do something else with this, I'll tell you in a sec. After we started doing that to the base, this normal volcano started erupting ice. But I think we're going to have a reason. We're going to have a hole here, which we have a cryo generator in. Like they've shoved one in. and and it started to produce ice and cold stuff instead of lava. You can also sit inside the volcano part, and it's nice and lit up. We got some dead corals, and it's all messed up. I love the way this turned out, though. I'm really happy with it. Not as good as Scar's, but that definitely is Scar inspired. Alright, it's on to turn nighttime now, and I really wanted the base to look nice at night. I wanted to have tons of lights so it glowed and everything, and this base 100% is not done. We gotta go down, we've gotta finish up these, we've got these ice spikes going around the outside too. I want them to be on sort of pillars, but I want the pillars to connect to the base, I think. So it's gonna come down and then push into the wall of the base. So I haven't done that yet because I gotta do this outside wall. I don't know if you're going to be able to see it if I go underwater. Oh, you can actually see it pretty nicely. The lights work nice with this. But there's going to be another layer of prismarine under this, and then some more dark prismarine. It's gonna go right down to the floor. I want it to look more like an impressive structure from the water as well. So that should be pretty cool. Is there anything else here? I did mention the storage. I don't have storage over here. I actually did it down here. You can just about see it. It's an automatic one. It's Tango's multi-item sorter and then some impulse things. I never use it because it's just a pain to sit here and wait for the items to go through the system. So if I can get over there quicker. It's actually fly. It might have been quicker to fly using the elytra. Let's stop. The items have started to pile up in these shulkers. So I think we're going to switch this out to a manual one over at the base. Probably inside one of the legs or something of the base. Once we get down, there'll be our storage. But yeah, I don't really use this. Then, just away from the base, we have our slime farm over here. Basic slime farm. Again, we've just teared out a chunk where we found a slime chunk. See the slime's dying. We got some pads. I kind of made this myself. I've seen the iron golem thing, like a bunch of things in farms you've seen before, right? You know how to do it. But I didn't look up a tutorial for this. I did look at a few things to get tips. And I didn't follow the tips because I didn't want to follow the tips. So, yeah, this is pretty basic. Just some pads for the slimes to spawn. Actually, I did follow a few tips. El Mango said to do only 9 pads instead of 12. So that was a lie. But I vaguely remember thinking to not use a few things people said. And if I sit right there, some reason slimes don't spawn. As soon as I start moving, they start to spawn. I don't know why. So I built this bridge thinking that maybe it'd help. I summon that and it bounces back and forth and they spawn like crazy. I don't know if it actually helps, so it's just coincidence. But the items then, they go up here very slowly. There is water. Are we going to get to see any coming up? I don't think we are. I can just about see a couple, and then slime ends up obviously going in this chest. And we get more than what we need. So I think that is every single farm in the area. I don't think there's any more things. I'm just trying to think if there is anything. Other than the end, I think that's all of the farms. If I keep going this way, let's fly again. It might be a little bit quicker. Keep going this way. So we needed a town for the place. Probably should have done this a little bit sooner. But I started to have an idea of putting down cryo generators. And in the lore again, the people are really advanced, right? They put these down and all of the grass started to die. The floor started to look really cold. And now there's weird lines as well, by the way, because the beacons. And now it's got a bunch of cold, not very pirate-friendly floors. And the idea of this place is I built a normal village out of prismarine. It's not done. It's going to have some function to it. It doesn't do anything at the minute. But I just switched out every single block of a village with our prismarine palette. Got these lights, because they got lights with the wool, remember, and the torches. This is the path blocks. These things are going to hold villagers eventually from our villager farm for trading. This is Butcher's place in here. I forgot that you're supposed to have a garden, so I just did a stairway down. Got our well, which is obviously frozen over too. I think I've said obviously way too much in this video. Blacksmith house, which will be our super smelter. desperately need one. I've said that far too much in the series that we desperately need one. This is our crop field. I really like the way this turned out. I've got ice because it's frozen over the water. And then we've got some dead coral on top of some concrete powder. So there's our wheat that's died. I don't know if we should come up with something like that eating this. I don't think you can eat coral, right? What else could this maybe be? I'm not too sure. But this place will have a ton of function. It'll be for trading with villagers. It'll be for cooking stuff. And then we've got this nice view of the base. I think that is everything. Here. I showed you at nighttime, didn't I? Yeah. It's not done. Everything's got to go down to the ocean floor. But I think that is it. I am insanely proud of this base. It's my favorite base. It's the thing I've worked the most on. If you want to see things like statistics, let's go here really quick. Let's go down to time played. You can pause and have a look if you want. I can never find it straight away. It's the one thing I can never find. But at the bottom, you can pause there, have a look as well. It's got to be up here. Time played, time played, time played. Where is it? There it is. Time played 24.30 days. I want to get to 1,000 hours in this world. I think that's like over 500, and we're currently at day 2,600 in the world as well. So that's pretty nice. The stats are racking up, and the things that have killed me the most, if you want to see mobs, let's see. You killed 18. You've never been killed by a chicken. I think it's guardians or enderman. 4 times by creepers, 6 times by enderman. Oh, it might be. Oh, there's 8 there. It might be skeletons. Again, you can pause if you want. Skeletons. 7. Okay, so I think guardians have killed me most. Oh, there is one more thing. We have a map of Kelp Cove, which is kind of weird, right? 'Cause Kelp Cove doesn't know about this place, is the idea. But this place knows about Kelp Cove. They are long gone, but they do know. They've got a map of the place. And on every single one of these corners, we have one of these map pillars. You've seen over there, there's one of this place. Over there, there's one which I haven't got a place to map out yet. Over there, there's one. And another thing with the base is the pirates. I want to do a pirate place. Maybe. That was the plan. But I don't know if I want to do it now. Maybe we'll just have it so the pirates are the idea. And they're not actually there. But I kind of want to do boats. So, I don't know if I'll ever get to that. That's not going to be what we're working on next, I don't think. But, yeah, I just thought I'd mention that really quick. Oh, something with the world I feel like I should say as well. This world is 100% survival. Not once is it touched creative except for in this copy. This is a copy. I have not touched creative. We always play in hard mode as well. I go options where it's on normal here, but it's always in hard. Okay, I think it's done that because we're in a different file. I don't know. Always on hard. Always play on hard. Always play in survival. Not once is it touched creative. And it's obviously a single player world, just me. Wow, 40 minutes. Just edited that part of the video, 40 minutes. So far. I think it's the longest ever video I've made. It's also a weird glitch. I'm in the end and there is a sun following my head. And if I'm in first person, it is still there. So I'm going to really, really quickly show you this in case it annoys you. Just go like this, maybe it'll help. That doesn't help at all, does it? Basically, there's an enderman farm here. Made it myself. Enderman spawn. They get mad at the endermite. It's the like you can see here without the sun. Enderman spawn. See the endermite, get mad. They go down there. It works really fast. There's always tons of enderman down there. Don't really use this too much anymore because of the guardian farm. But yeah, let's get out of here before I give you a headache. And I think that's going to do it here for today. We want to quickly say as well that there is lots of loot inside that blacksmith chest if you want to go check it out. I made sure to leave a ton of stuff. Will download down in the description. Last world tour will download got nearly 500 downloads, so that's awesome. Hopefully this download can get to around about that too. That'd be really, really nice. I love to think that people are playing in the world, have had a look around for themselves. That's great. But that is going to do it here for today. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.